Today's topic is strange English language accents. Many of you have studied English for more than a dozen years, and you find yourself working in an office with English-speaking colleagues. Since your English is clear, they assume that you can understand what they say. However, some of those accents or dialects that come from various English-speaking countries can be quite thick. It's not your fault, really, if you don't understand everything that's said. Let me give you an example of a challenge that a student of mine had. Her name is Shelley. She's from China. She studied English for over 14 years. She speaks very well. She's an accountant. She knows many things. But when her colleague speaks to her, she has a hard time understanding him. I asked her to record this colleague's voice so I could understand just what he was saying and how he was saying it. I don't have permission to play this man's voice. I'm going to approximate it for you. This is what the Western English-speaking colleague said to Shelley. "Oh, Shelley, we've got a great problem down in accounting. I can't quite understand when we're behind in the production line. Can you help me out, lassie?" What Shelley heard was a guy from Scotland. He's from the city of Glasgow. They have a very unique and proud way of speaking there, but it is not the crisp and clear English that most people speak and that Shelley could easily understand. What I suggested to Shelley, and I suggest to you, are a couple of things. One is to listen for the key words on what that person's saying. This guy from Glasgow, I just imitated, he was talking about the production line and accounting problems they had. So that's the subject matter of what he was saying. The only other thing that Shelley can do is ask for it in writing. Maybe, could you send me an email, colleague? Could you put it in writing? Or just ask very nicely for a clarification of what this guy is saying. His English is non-traditional and full of slang and colorful and wonderful, but that doesn't help Shelley get her job done. Shelley, it's not your fault, but don't give up. Give it a try, don't cry, and clarify. Over time, all of you will be able to understand the English accents depending on the people with whom you do business and where they're from. But in the meantime, until your ear gets attuned, you have to try harder. Usually by the time someone's 30 or 40 or 50, the English that they've learned is deep in their brain and it comes out their mouth. And there's dozens and dozens of different regional styles of English, whether it be in America or England or Australia, Canada, New Zealand, or other places, or even folks who are using English as a second language. English comes out of their mouths in a way that is very difficult to understand. Making the extra effort to listen for the keywords, understand the context of what's being discussed, asking for clarification, or even something in an email or something written down, that'll help you understand what you're supposed to do. It's not impolite to ask for clarification or like you're weak or anything like that. Your job is to get your job done. And English is the way that you need to do it. So don't be shy. Give it a try and try to figure out exactly what that guy wanted.